Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Rachel and I am knitting. Not right now, but most of the time, and I have been knitting, so I'm going to tell you all about it. Today's video is the first day of Vlogmas, but just to forewarn you, or peel back the curtain, whatever, today's not actually December 1st. Today is Friday, November 28th, Black Friday. Hope you're getting some deals and shopping small if you can. But I basically am planning to do Vlogmas a day behind this year. So basically this is Vlogmas day 0, going over what I hope to accomplish during Vlogmas and what you might expect to see on my channel. So I just wanted to walk you through some things. December is going to be a really exciting month, and I'm really excited to participate in Vlogmas this year. By the way, Darby's here. Darby, do you want to say hi? Come here. Darby's here with me to make sure that I don't forget anything that I need to tell you. She's dealing with some allergies right now, but all will be well. She's here poking around, sniffing around, just out of frame as I talk to you. All right, as you were. So, Vlogmas. I'm really excited to share the month of December with you and kind of take you around with me during my day-to-day. I have to tell you though, most of my day-to-day is at home. I am definitely a homebody. I mean, I travel a lot for my knitting tours, but aside from that, in my everyday life, if I don't have to leave the house, I'm not going to. So you'll probably see a lot of me poking around the house, maybe making some simmer pots, my Christmas decorations, getting cozy and knitting. And I also want to do some like challenge type videos. Like later this week, you'll see a video that I made earlier going over the cost of knitting a Sophie scarf. And you'll also see another video I made earlier swatching for my Iris sweater. But for the other videos that I make during the month of December and have go up the next day, hopefully, if my plan goes to plan, yeah, do some challenge videos like how much does it cost? How much time does it take to make a classic ribbed hat, a scarf, things like that. So that's just kind of what I'm thinking about. If I have the time and the wherewithal, I think it would be so fun to make a video going through a game of wool challenge. Like, can I knit a chunky Fair Isle vest tank top in 12 hours? I don't know. I don't know if I will attempt that, but I think that would make for a really fun YouTube video. So anyway, all that to say, I'm really excited for Vlogmas and I have some fun video ideas, but if there's anything in particular you want to see, let me know in the comments and I will try to make it happen. The other thing is I also want to do a Q&A video, maybe like halfway through Vlogmas. So if you have a question for me, you can drop it in the comments and I'll add it to a list of questions I may or may not answer during my Q&A video. So there's a little preface to Vlogmas coming up here. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited for the month of December. It's such a beautiful month for me. My schedule slows down and of course I fill it right back up with knitting and fake deadlines and content creation, but I'm really excited for a slower paced month at home, getting cozy, relaxing. There will be some excursion vlogs that I'll take you along the ride for. For instance, DJ is running, I can't remember if it's a 5K or a 10K, but we'll go off-site for enrichment for his running interest. I knit, DJ runs. So with that said, I thought I would give you a little something to chew on for this video besides just sitting and talking to you about my Vlogmas plans. And I want to show you the projects that I brought with me to Thanksgiving. I mentioned at the beginning of this video that I'm recording this on Friday, November 28th. So we are away from home right now. I'm at my in-laws for Thanksgiving. We had the most delicious meal yesterday, so much good food, and now it's just kind of quiet. My mother-in-law and father-in-law are Black Friday shopping. DJ's getting steps in, and it's just me and Darby holding down the fort with all of my knitting. I brought a lot of knitting with me on this trip, and now that it's kind of quiet, everyone's off doing their own thing, I figured I would give you a little whip tour. So let's see, how long are we here? We left on Tuesday, so that's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, basically 3 full days because we'll leave tomorrow morning. How many whips do you think I brought with me? It's more than 3, I'll tell you, and I have worked on, technically I've worked on 3 of them, but really I've only worked on 2 of them. So I'll just go in order of what I grab out of this bag. This bag, by the way, is my tote bag from Clockwork Fiber Festival. I brought it out of retirement to be my knitting bag for this trip, and it fit all of my whips, my camera bag, my mic bag, my iPad. This is a never-ending bottomless pit, this bag. So here's the first whip that I haven't touched. It is the yarn to re-swatch my iris sweater. I have my first swatch in this bag, and it is a beautiful colorwork pattern. I'm really excited for this, but I do need to re-swatch, as you may have seen last week if you watch my podcast, and you'll see later this week when you watch, or if you watch, I guess I shouldn't presume, if you watch my swatch video for the iris sweater. I need to re-swatch because of some color issues. It's hard to tell on the camera, but there's a light pink V here that is just too low contrast with that almond background color. So I need to re-swatch. I brought all of the colors I needed, which were all of the colors that I bought for this pattern, because I thought maybe I'll want to swatch, and I haven't been in the mood to swatch. It's kind of a big, I don't know, feat. It's an obstacle to swatch color work when you're around people. It's not really a just grab and go project necessarily, but I brought it just in case, and I haven't been in the mood. That's okay. Next project in order. The yarn is caught on my zipper. Stand by. Let's see if I can figure this out. Still got it. My brain is still braining. Still got it, folks. Okay, so now that I've freed this project, this is a cast on that I started yesterday. It's a classic ribbed hat in Treehouse Knits. It's a tweed base, and I realized recently that for my own mental health, I don't think I can have tweed yarn in my house, because the tweed neps basically look like case making moth larvae, which I'll tell you more about in the coming days. But I have 2 singular skeins of tweed in my stash right now, or in my collection, I should say, and I just need to knit them up and add them to my gift pile and get them out of my home. So that's what this is. I cast this on yesterday. Oh, DJ's back from his walk. I cast this on yesterday, and I knit this throughout our Thanksgiving festivities. I got very far, and I've been using my twister to hold the yarn. It's kind of fun to like reach out and show you things, because then the sunlight hits it. Ooh, yeah. So that I worked on. And then what else did I work on? Well, I'll just tell you in the order. Okay, yes. This is all a tangled mess. I really should have had a better system for this. But this is another project that I have worked on while we've been here for Thanksgiving. And this is a Stockholm V-neck pullover by Petite Knit. It's a pattern that I've had in my library for a while. And this sweater quantity, which by the way is chrysanthemum, this beautiful tonal purple from Treehouse Knits as well. So it's been a Treehouse Knits heavy project week. But this was part of her winter tonal palette, I think 2 years ago, sometime in the recent past. DJ brought me coffee. Isn't that so sweet? Thanks, honey. That's just so sweet. Thank you, DJ. I feel so cared for. I did ask him to bring this back for me. He's so thoughtful, though. The reason I wanted coffee, besides loving coffee, is I'm going to have apple pie for breakfast, and I thought that some nice black coffee would go really nice with the sweetness of the apple pie. So let's wrap this up, folks, so I can go have my apple pie leftover breakfast. Anyway, what was I saying about this? This is the Stockholm V-neck pullover. And, oh, I was talking about the yarn. So this is Truffula Cashmere held double. So I'm using 2 strands of it. It's making the softest, most fluffy, beautiful fabric. And I wanted to knit this pattern in this specific yarn. Like when I bought this yarn, I saw it as kind of a drapey V-neck fluffy pullover, and the Stockholm V-neck pullover is what caught my eye. I also looked at the Northwoods V-neck and the Port Townsend by Wool and Pine Designs. But the Port Townsend is a raglan, and I haven't had good experiences with the fit of Jessie Made patterns. I'm going to try again at one point, but anyway, so that's why I settled on the Stockholm V-neck pullover. I'm really, really excited about it. I swatched twice, and I ended up going with a 4mm needle. The pattern calls for a US 6mm, but also the pattern calls for 2 strands of lace mohair, and this is the old Truffula cashmere base from Treehouse Knits, which is like the midpoint between a lace weight and a fingering weight, so it's a little thicker. So I didn't quite get gauge, but I got close enough to do the math and figure out what size I wanted to make based on my gauge, and I'm really liking how this is knitting up. So I'm about halfway through the back panel. I think I guess I love purple, right? This is a good match. I think it'll be a good size, but of course I have trust issues, but we'll see. So that's the other whip that I've been working on mostly besides this hat. And then this project bag also has more Truffula. I wound up 2 more skeins of the Truffula because I thought, you know, I don't know what project is going to catch my eye. I might just blaze through lots of skeins, which is a bit of a knee-jerk reaction because on a previous visit to my in-laws, I brought too few projects, which has never happened to me. I always overpack projects, so I think now I'm like hyper aware to overpack projects. So, I mean, it was fine. It was fine, but you know, you live and learn. Another whip, which I worked on a little bit the first night we got here, is a Sophie scarf. So I'm not quite to the halfway point. This is Cookston Crafts in the colorway Claire Fraser, and it's a silk, I think silk merino single, and I'm holding it double, and I'm using my other twister for that. And I think 2 more projects I brought. It's a little overkill. What's in here? Oh, I brought yarn and needles to cast on a Lume by Sari Nordland. I'm going to be using Over the Sea to Sky from Long Dog Yarn as my main color, and Mackenzie, also from Long Dog Yarn, as my contrast color. And these are in the Merino DK base, and the Lume is a worsted weight pattern, but I've made it before in Long Dog Yarn Merino DK, and I love the drape, I love the fit, I love the sweater, so I'm just going to make the same size again. I made the largest size, accounting for the smaller yarn weight, so yeah. And then last but not least, I brought a skein of Cascade 220. I have a sweater quantity of this that I just bought because I like the color, and it's been sitting in my yarn collection, and I thought, you know, I really want to make another champagne cardigan. That's the one knit that I brought with me on this trip. I brought it out of my cedar chest this week, and there are so many issues with the fit of my champagne cardigan. Like the armholes basically go to my belly button almost, and I really want to remake it and modify it so that it fits the way I want it to fit. And so I just grabbed this skein. Originally I was going to knit it up in my sweater quantity of Pisces, but I think I just want a tonal, like a nice tonal staple piece that I can throw on and it'll go with everything. So those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 projects that I brought for a 3.5 day trip. And technically I've worked on 3 of them, but really I've just worked on 2 of them. But yeah, I'd love to know how many whips you bring on a short trip like this, and am I alone? I really don't think I am. I feel like as a community, we understand wanting to have more projects than less, but let me know. So that's it for day 1 of Vlogmas. I know it's not technically Vlogmas, and this isn't technically a vlog, but I didn't want to miss out on December 1st, and I just wanted to go over some things that I am looking forward to. I'm also planning to watch Christmas movies a lot during Vlogmas, so I might let you know what I think of each one that I watch that day, what I'm working on, things like that. So yeah, but there's still lots of room for ideas. So if you have anything that you really want to see during Vlogmas, don't be afraid to let me know, and I'll apply what I can to my Vlogmas lineup. But I'm so excited, so excited for Vlogmas. I hope that you are too. And I would also love to know who else you're watching during Vlogmas, so I know who to have on the TV aside from my Christmas movies, to stay cozy and festive this holiday season. So no matter where you are, no matter how you're feeling, no matter what you're celebrating, I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're working on something that's bringing you joy. And if it's not, put it down, because life's too short for the hobby we do for enjoyment. Let's be serious, folks. So anyway, happy December 1st, happy Vlogmas, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.